Hello there and welcome to UK Northern Adventures. On this video I'm going to try and explore a bit of bow drilling. Now I'm not the best of bow drillers and friction fire makers because obviously I don't practice it enough. But I've got the technique that I've seen being used which I think will be very valuable to a lot of people out there. So the technique is basically on the concept of your normal spindle with a bow and your half, but it includes something else. Your bearing block is no longer. What you're going to be using is that great big old log there. So you're going to concentrate on turning it with your bow. So you can use two hands or you can just use a rope or anything like that, and you won't have to hold the spindle because this great big old log is going to do all the holding. So I'm going to get all these all sorted out and prepared nicely, and then I'll show you the concept. The key is basically to prepare all your material properly. Don't try and rush into it. Make sure you got a good anchor for your rope so it doesn't come loose halfway through you bow drilling. And a neck knife comes really handy. Thanks, Tom. So at this point I don't want to make my rope too tight because I can control the tightness on the handle there. So just touching up my spindle here. By the way, I don't think I'm gonna get a fire today in any case. I'll be very lucky if I get an ember. So this whole video is the process of showing you the concept, not how I make a fire. Because it's very, very damp. I mean, we're under canopy and this is completely wet. Last night it's been raining very heavy. So at the moment what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and burn this down a bit, or try and make a nice smooth little hole. So that's going to be my bearing block hole. So I'm going to use my half at the moment just as a bearing block, just for a minute. I think this might be a bit too strong, but we'll soon see. That's enough. I've got a nice pivot there. That'll do me just fine. Ooh. That is a bit hard. Let's hope we can do something with it. That's a dead tree. So we can put that there. So now what we want to do, we want to turn this log round. And we want to feel that that's at the bottom. There. And at this point, we already got a pivot over there. So why is this method good? Basically, by using this method, what you're doing is you're eliminating the strength you're using in bearing down on the bearing block. Plus, you off that uncomfortable position where you've got to be like that, holding it. So that's more stable. So you're gonna have more energy to carry out a successful bow drill. At the moment, I'm just getting my bearing block to the right position and everything like that. But you'll see in a minute that it's quite fast to get a bit of smoke, especially in weather like this.
like I've said, I wasn't hoping to get an ember. All I was hoping is to show you how this works. I think it's a brilliant method. I think it's one I'll be practicing more often. So in this case we didn't have 2 stakes to put down there, so we leaned 2 rocks against it. That way the log won't go that way, and it's leaned up against a tree on this side, so it won't go this way, and it's pretty stable. All I've done is I put my hand on top of there just for me to have a resting place to counterbalance my body weight. But further than that, I think this is a brilliant system. It works very well. The log could be a little bit smaller than this. This is quite a heavy log, which is putting a lot of force down onto the spindle. Also, another thing to do is when you do your bow drill, always spin it until the smoke comes out, and then stop spinning it. Let it rest. Spin it again until smoke comes out. Stop spinning it, let it rest. And then do it a 3rd time. And what this does, it dries the wood around your bow drill hole, your baseboard hole, and your bow drill point. And that way, it gives you more of a chance of a successful ember. So people, thank you very, very much for watching. Thanks for your support. If you like what you see, subscribe, hit the notification button so you get notified of the next videos that I post, and comment, because I love your comments. Stick them down there, let's have a chat. I think this is a brilliant method for the people that go out on their own and they don't have the stamina to be holding a bearing block and doing that. Or if I can go out on a limb and say for handicapped people, you only need 1 arm. So if you secure this good enough, then basically you only need 1 hand to do what you need to do. I've seen the Eskimo video where they put the bearing block in between their legs and basically do that with, they got a half that goes in their mouth. I think it's a dangerous method. I don't really like that, so I won't even try that. I've heard of quite a few stories of the spindle going in people's mouths and eyes and everything like that. So, you know, coming up with ideas in bushcraft is brilliant. We just share the knowledge, get it out there. So keep safe, keep camping, keep out in the woods, and keep dry. Happy camping, everybody.